Hi, my name is Barbara Holsclaw, and welcome back to the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. And welcome to another weekend here at the Frank in Bloomington, Indiana. After playing University of Kentucky last weekend, the Hoosiers are hungry for a win at home. The first game ended 3-4 Kentucky and definitely gave the Hoosiers a reason to come back and dominate in the second game, with the final score being 3-1. Kentucky really tried to get ahead of the Hoosiers at the start, but the Hoosiers refused to back down. After a very physical game last weekend with 2 games this weekend against DePaul, tonight and one tomorrow at 3:45, Indiana will see if they can snag another win. As of February of this year, DePaul was ranked 12th in the Central rankings with a final record of 24-8-1. Similar to the Hoosiers, DePaul is also coming off a tough split weekend against Marquette. After Marquette, DePaul's current record is 6-6-0. On DePaul's roster tonight, we have Liam Pepper, who has received his first career goal in his second game last weekend. On the roster tonight for Indiana Hoosiers, we have 2 of IU's beloved seniors, number 11, Ethan De Lorenzo, and number 29, Jerami, tied for most points with individual totals of 15. Well, we have a great matchup here tonight at the Frank. 2 great teams with a beautiful crowd. I'll catch up with you guys soon. Enjoy the game.
Welcome into the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. This evening, it's Indiana versus DePaul. Andrew Hillsman here with Zach Saporito. Zach, Indiana on a heater recently facing a tough DePaul team. What do you think?
It's going to be a great game. A lot of people here. It's going to be a good night. We got the 6-6 DePaul Blue Demons against the 4-6-1 Indiana Hoosiers. Yeah, it's going to be a good game. Actually, physical right away to start.
All right, we are underway. Last time we were here, Indiana Tech was in town, and it was a little bit of a beatdown. That was 12-3, but this one should look to be a little bit better. DePaul 6-6, as you said. Moving up the middle, Hoosiers trying to pass to the center. That's Andrew Chambers. Chambers has it down low. Minute 12, now challenging for it is Luke Strickland. Strickland gets it dispossessed. Big hit up against the near side of the boards. And Martirana will chase. Going down low, no penalty. Martirana goes to the ground. Puck will play off the front for Rosenberg. Rosenberg gains the zone into the middle, has Chambers to his left, but he gets poked away. Here comes Martirana on a breakaway. He gets slammed into the board.
Wow.
A good clean hit early. Indiana setting the tone.
One of the biggest slams I've actually seen.
Yeah, that was pretty sizable.
Whole glass was shaking there for a minute.
Minute played in this. 0-0 is the score. Taken away in the middle. Here's Jeremy. Jeremy with a backhand. He loops back around. He's got DiLorenzo to his left. Puts a shot. That's blocked in front. Still in the middle. It's blocked and covered up for a Hoosier faceoff.
Yeah, Davis Jagers almost had something there at the end, but Blue Demons were able to stop it before anything could happen. And yeah, you brought out last game we were here. Hoosiers picked up their first home win. See if they can continue their home luck thus far. And the
face-off out, and it's controlled by DePaul behind their own net. Cross-ice pass, it goes to nobody. Throwing it into the zone is Ryko Maric. Maric, the freshman who hails from Bloomington, will man the line. As this one's thrown away, up the middle is Brass Penix. Gets shoved off the puck by Maric in the far side corner. They're still fighting for it. Now along the half wall. Half wall Maric goes behind, goes in front of Styles in net. He's the starter tonight. On the other side is Condi Espinosa for the DePaul Blue Demons. 3-on-2. Pass gets intercepted into the middle by Joe Ahrens. Ahrens slapper from the point, gloved and saved by Jack Styles. Face off in the Hoosier zone, defensive zone upcoming. So a couple of shots from both sides and nothing has found the net. 2 minutes into this one, we'll have a face off on the near side. This is a more even matchup than we've seen thus far this year.
100%. Yeah, it's definitely going to be likely it'll be probably a close matchup. We'll see how that shapes out so far.
Flick down the middle. That one gets poked away. DeGilio down low. Trying to work with Grimes. He'll get it back out to Rock. Rock moves up the center of the ice. Tries to find Brady Ford. He gets dispossessed. Puts a hit on his man. Goes back into the middle for Grimes. Grimes down low. Finds Myers. Myers tries to get it to Grimes in the middle, and it comes on out to Grimes in the back. Here's Myers. Myers and Grimes, the two D-men on this second line. Tried to poke one away. Pepper got in front of it, and now looping ahead. Hoosiers gain the zone. Looking for a shot. That one's blocked in front. Looked like it got blocked by Seth Platt, the freshman defender. Still loose for Bauermeister. Bauermeister tries to get to the center. It goes behind the net. 3 minutes played in this first period. 0-0. Bauermeister almost had one in the slot. And the Blue Demons will dump and change. Styles blocks that one down, and Bauermeister is back there. That's Slavin to corral it. Long pass up the middle. Here's Jake Rock in the left circle. He loops back around. Pass to the center is poked away by Condi Espinosa. Good awareness from the goalkeeper between the posts. Trying to find a slot pass. Going around the net. They've got John Zach at the top. Down low to the center, tried to get a one-time pass to Rock, and now it's going the other way. It comes back out to the 6'8 defenseman, Zach. Into the middle, Luke Slavin. Slavin takes it over the line, into the high slot. Has Burke on his right. Burke takes it all the way around the net. Burke's got Zach at the point. Still on the half wall near side. Burke, good stick handling, tries to get it to his man. Now down low. That's Brandenburg. Brandenburg leaves it off for Luke Slavin. Slavin still behind the net to the center. Zach tried to get it at the point, and it's poked away. Long clear and icing called. We'll have a whistle.
Yeah, we did see some close stuff there, but no real shot on goal yet. There was, like you brought up, good awareness by Blue Demons goalie Espinosa. Slavin almost had something there that was like a behind-the-back pass over to Slavin, which I thought was pretty impressive.
So a face-off and some tired legs for DePaul. We'll see if anything comes from it. Face-off won by the Hoosiers, goes back out to the point, controlled by Byram. Byram down low. Knocked off by the captain, that's Chris Lee over the center. And now a 3-on-2 coming up the middle. Just over 4 minutes played. Around the back of the net is Bauermeister. Bauermeister throws it out to the point, and here come the Blue Demons with a 3-on-2. Taylor up the middle. First line on the ice right now. Martirano loses possession and goes back out to the top D pair. Thrown low for Plotke. And Stiles will play it behind his own cage. Hoosiers think about getting a line change. They won't do so. They'll go to the middle. Rushing quickly is Byram. He takes it over the line. Deke to the middle. Drop off pass for Strickland. Strickland around the net. Got some speed. Looping back around. Still corrals it. Now to the far side. Looking for Myers at the point. It's poked away, and the Hoosiers lose the zone. Myers rushing for it. He'll control it in his own defensive third. Leaves it for Rosenberg. Rosenberg takes it over the middle. Gets past his man. 3-on-2 for the Hoosiers. Over to the right. To the pass. Middle shot. Couldn't be taken by Luke Strickland. Still controlled by Indiana. Played along the glass, and Myers will back skate and try to start things again. 5 minutes played in this first period, and this one's going to get covered up by Condi Espinosa. We have a whistle, and fresh legs will come out onto the ice.
Yep. Both teams, by the way, coming off of a win last series. Actually, both also splitting the series. Interesting to note.
Indiana had their most recent series 2 midnight games against Kentucky, as there's a shot from Rosenberg that got blocked in the middle and maybe it went out of play.
Yeah, talking about Rosenberg, actually. Rosenberg, top scorer in that series against Kentucky.
Had the game winner in game 2 of that one. Hoosiers dropped the first one and then were able to even up the series, like you said. Still into the middle, Chambers trying to fight for it. He'll go into the far side corner with Rosenberg to his right. Scrum for the puck down in that far side corner. Hoosiers come away with it, Chambers. Chambers finds Marich at the top. Grimes has still got it at that top right point. Strickland back around to the backside of the net. Closing in on 6 minutes played in this first period. Flip pass, and Myers is able to beat out Nas Pelias. Controlled by DePaul behind their own cage. Long flip pass finds far side Maloney. Maloney will start things up in the neutral zone. Tries to find Martirano. That one's poked away quickly by Pizzuto. Brass Penix loses that one, and Pizzuto clears it into the zone. Hoosiers defense will change. Pizzuto stays on the ice for the time being. 13:43 to play in this period. 0-0 the score. Been a pretty even game for both sides thus far. Here's DiLorenzo, dekes around his man, rushing up the near side of the ice, gets a nice pass. That's a good kick from Yagers. Yagers puts a shot and it goes wide right. Hoosiers keep it in the zone for the time being. Now Pizzuto will have to rush back to it. Fakes right, goes left. Up the middle. DiLorenzo with a open net, but he can't corral it. He'll corral it behind the Blue Demon cage. DiLorenzo, the captain, loses the possession of the puck on the far side. Taylor takes it away from him, and DePaul will get a chance to breathe. Here's the leading scorer, Chris Lee, into the middle. Shot goes wide left. Didn't even need to get blockered by Stiles. Long pass ahead. Got tipped. No icing will be called as Condi Espinosa is going to clear this one away. Pass across the boards. Marich will dump, and the Hoosiers chase. Playing far side in that right side half wall. 12:35 left to go in this period. 0-0 the score. Marich looking for it. Goes out to the middle. Big hit in the center. Here's Rock. Fires a shot kicked away by Condi Espinosa. Bauermeister down low. Working on it is Rock. Rock gets it out. A little bit of confusion, and the Hoosiers lose the zone. Good flip pass by Bauermeister to get it to his teammate Byram on the far side. Now finds Jake Rock. Rock loses possession of it, goes to Plotke, and Plotke has to clear it away into his own zone so his team can change lines. Bauermeister moving quickly, Gets through one stick, tries to flip it back around. And Platt dislodged that successfully. Goes back to Byram. Slow moving pass to Bauermeister. Bauermeister gets the puck back in the middle, gets checked off of it. Back and forth we go. Big hit in the middle. Good physical play by Luke Slavin. Didn't lead to anything for the moment. Hoosiers still trying to corral it in the center. They won't be able to do so.
Yeah, that was an impressive hit. Quite a bit of physicality so far just in the first few minutes of the game.
That's what you're going to get in a conference matchup like this. Stiles wanted to cover that one up. He wasn't allowed to do so. Rock gets by. He gets held and taken to the ground. No penalty gets called. That's a good hockey play, say the officials. Myers is going to get pressed quickly by Kulikowski. And starting things up will be Carter Grimes. Grimes gains the neutral zone. He'll have his team dump and chase, and will throw it in so his D-men can change. Big hit up against the boards given by Brandenburg. Salvaggio chops it to the middle. Braspenix, that's Michael Braspenix. There's two of those on this team. Michael, the elder Braspenix, gets shoved against the boards. That's Skibby Slowinski, goes all the way back into the far side on the right. Looking for an outlet pass, shot, and the net gets dislodged before anything can happen.
So there, yeah, again, really, definitely some aggression going in as this period moves on. Also a bit of a pickup in the pace of play, I would say, just in the last few minutes.
Both of these teams trying to get out to that crucial early advantage. So we'll have a top-line face-off for Martirano. He'll face off against Patrick Brandenburg for the Hoosiers. Excuse me, that's Colin Ruffner. Ruffner will lose out on that one. Brandenburg loses it. He'll come away with it. Zach to his left. He'll elect not to give it to him. Good play against the boards. Puck goes down low. Big hit taken by Burke. Both these teams playing physical. Here's Martirano. Works through a stick lift. Now Taylor. Puck loose, and here's Brandenburg. Takes it over the center ice line, and Burke wanted it on the near side. Halfway through this first period, we got nothing on the score.
Yeah, you bring up a strong start to the game, and it's actually interesting because the last game of DePaul against Marquette.
Looking for an inlet pass. That one got saved. Wow.
Yep.
Inlet pass. Tried to find Luke Slavin. He didn't get anything clean on it. It looked like maybe the net got knocked away, but that play got whistled dead, and Slavin was alone with half a net in front of him.
Yeah, there was good movement by the Hoosiers right in front of the net. Oh, something almost happened there, but Espinoza was able to, I think that went off stick there.
Chambers against Martirano on the far side face-off dot. Thrown out to McClure. McClure tries to throw one on the net, can't do so. Gets knocked off the puck by Taylor. Here's to the middle. Rosenberg fires a shot. Stick goes up in the air. A good acrobatic catch by Chris Lee to re-corral his stick. As it looked like Condi Espinosa blocked that one away. McClure's got it. He'll move along the center. Chambers trying to look for an inlet pass to Strickland. Won't find it. Strickland down low with Rosenberg. Strickland still got it. Has his D-man at the point. McClure fires one from the point. Couldn't let it be tipped by Rosenberg. Rosenberg cuts to the middle. Back to the right point. Thrown on net, deflected in front by Chambers. Didn't find the cage. And the Blue Demons will try to clear. Zach keeps it in the zone. Fires one. It goes wide left. It gets sticked away by Condi Espinosa. And the Hoosiers' offensive chances will dissipate for the time being. Zach still got it. He'll carry it over the red lines. The D-man's going in deep. We'll loop it around the cage, trying to find something. He'll go back out to the slot. Pass for nobody. That's controlled by Verlinski. Verlinski moves it up ahead and thrown on net, gloved by Jack Stiles.
Yeah, still seeing that fast play. But, yeah, as to that point earlier about faster or quick starts, DePaul was quick to get 4 goals on the board last game against Marquette, all in the first period, and only scoring 3 in the remainder of the game. So see if that remains a pattern. Failed to do so far tonight.
Verlinski to take the face-off against Will Jeremy. In the far side dot. Verlinski will come away with it, but nobody was there to corral it. for any of his teammates. Here's Byram. Byram moves to DiLorenzo. Lorenzo, quick sliding pass, trying to find Davis Yeagers. And Yeagers gets quickly moved off by Brass Penix. Pass to the center, looking for Jeremy. Couldn't get a clean stick on it. Gloved and brought down by Isaiah Byram for Indiana. Quick pass goes through the feet of Yeagers. Point-to-point good hit by DiLorenzo at the blue line. Styles sliding back and forth. That one slapped out to Davis Yeagers. Flipped ahead for DiLorenzo, one-on-one with Brass Penix. He's got Jeremy in the middle. Stops back up in the face-off dot. Nobody's there. His defense was not there quick enough to get a shot up in the middle. Here's Jeremy. Jeremy will let this one get cleared away. And icing is called as there's a Blue Demon down on the ice. Maybe he got a stick to the wrist. I don't know exactly who it is.
Yeah, Joe Aarons, I believe, number 35 on DePaul. They're going to give him some attention there for a little bit, see if he's okay.
Maybe caught a stick to the chest or something. He'll get up on his own power, which is good to see. But yeah, that is Joe Aarons, who's played 10 games, had 2 assists in the last game against Marquette. Has had a heck of a season. He's already doubled his assist numbers from last year. He had 3. He's already got 8 this year. But we'll have a face-off as the hockey game must continue. 7:34 as that one goes up into the netting, and nobody rushes to get it. Maybe a fan will try to get a little souvenir down. Maybe it's under the stands. I can't exactly tell, but that one slipped through the netting, and it's lost to time. Neither team able to break this one through with 7.5 to play in the first period. As it's Bauermeister will take the face-off in the near side dot. Thrown back for Myers. Bauermeister will race for it. He gets beat to the puck by Christian Peterson. Thrown ahead, looking for a shot in the middle. That's Brady Ford. Nothing there. Over the line and thrown it as the Blue Demons will dump and chase. Puck gets pinballed around and controlled by Indiana. That's Carter Grimes. Throws one on net, but it goes wide right. 7 minutes to play. This one's thrown back out to DePaul. Good physical play from Grimes to keep this one away. And it's been get a couple of shots and dump and chase. Now here's a 2-on-4 for IU trying to get a toe drag wrist shot. Is Brady Ford. He won't be able to find anything with it. Board pass finds Jake Rock. Rock goes down low for Bauermeister on the half wall on the near side. Bauermeister comes away with it, getting a 1-on-2, thrown around the backside of the net. And it's Skibby Slowinski who will be there to play it. Hoosiers keep it in the zone. Thrown to the middle by Ford. And down low. Down to the ice. It looks like Bauermeister might have gotten tripped up. Going to the ice is Slavin. He takes one to the chest and bats it back down. Good move. And still corrals it. Board pass. Tried to get it quickly to Rock. Rock's just in front of us. There's a little hacking and whacking for the puck. Here's Selvaggi down to the middle. Trying to fire a backhand shot. It goes deflected in front. Looked like Pizzuto got in front of that one.
It was a tough play by Slavin and fell on his back. Definitely playing through some pain right there. Saw him shaking his wrist off and able to take a puck right to the chest.
Yeah, he got knocked pretty hard, but he's
Stuck
up on
with
his
it.
own power. Yep. That's what a hockey player does. Slavin will fight for it. Down low with Skibby Slowinski. Back out to the point. Faking a wrist shot as McClure. He takes one on. In front, poked away, and a good save made by Condi Espinosa. Kulikowski will take this the other way. Gets thrown to the far side. As the Hoosiers will reset as DePaul has to change lines. Moving up the middle, Ryan Burke flips one in. He'll dump and chase. Stops up before he gets to the boards. Still corrals. Nobody's there for IU as he loses the zone. A late D-line change and didn't get what they wanted. Chambers in the middle. Chambers far side, he'll dump it in as his D-men will change as well. Under 5 to play in this first period. 0-0 is the score. Down low. Chambers switches back around. Ref has to get out of the way. He does so. Chambers comes away from that scrum with the puck. Left alone, Rosenberg. Rosenberg nearly avoids falling down. Here's Ryko Maric. Finding it down low is Strickland. Strickland tried to get it out to the point to Byram. He wasn't there. But still kept in the zone. Good pressure Still kept in the zone. It goes down low. And now finally maybe a chance for the Blue Demons to corral with 4 minutes left to play in this period. Finally switches zone, gives the Blue Demons a chance to reset themselves. Moving up the center. Byram fires a shot on, and it's a good save made. Pretty routine from Diego Condi Espinosa.
Yeah, again, he's doing good so far in net. Not too many shots, though. I wouldn't say not as many as we saw last time thus far. But
you know, it's almost hard to have as many shots. I think Indiana, in the last game that you and I called, I think Indiana took somewhere in the range of 40 to 45 shots, and 12 of those found the net.
Yeah, there were certainly a lot of shots last game, which would contribute to the higher score.
Well, the clock hasn't started yet on the scoreboard. Somebody's got to get on that.
Yeah, that's odd.
We'll have a couple minutes or a couple seconds of extra hockey. They still haven't started it.
Quite a few
Still
extra.
3:58 left on the clock. I don't think they've noticed, and finally they'll stop the puck. And
maybe they'll play it through the...
We got 2 seconds of game time on that one. That'll work.
I don't know what, maybe 10 to 15 seconds?
Sure, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
So officially 3:56 left on the clock. First period, nothing. Face off in the attacking zone for DePaul.
I'd say even though limited shots on net, what's the Hoosiers having a decent control of the puck so far in the game.
They've been doing well.
A lot of physicality, been kind of split, but I would say you see it a bit more down at DePaul's end.
Well, neutral zone turnovers have been something that neither of these teams have struggled with, which is good to see from their defenses. Shot gets blocked before it could get to Stiles in the cage. DiLorenzo just narrowly misses that pass. He gets shoved into the wall by Maloney. Still racing for it. Almost comes away with it. He will come away with it. Loops back around. Good skate work to the center. Jeremy trying to get a shot on it. Won't be able to do so, and Nospelius will dump and chase. Myers low. Nospelius gets double teamed. Dispossessed by Grimes. DiLorenzo's still out there spinning around. Here's Nospelius. Tries to find to the center Liam Pepper. Pepper couldn't get his stick on it. Out to the point. Gavin Lee. Oh, almost a breakaway for Jaegers. Flip pass ahead. Offside's called off. And corralled. A little bit of a break for Grimes and co. Quick ice pass that was too fast for Jeremy to control it off of his stick blade as Indiana will chase. Under 3 to play in this first period. Nothing their score. Lots of shots, but really no quality offensive opportunities.
Yeah, I'd say we haven't seen a legit shot attempt that almost went in. Other than that one early from Slavin.
Bauermeister tipped that one, and it voided offsides. This one gets out to Jake Rock. Zork loses possession of it. He'll regain in the center circle, and will flip it down low. Zach has a little bit of trouble with it. Plays it off the boards to his teammate Ford. Ford goes north to south, and moving through is McClure. McClure tries to go to the low slot. Good hit up against the boards, delivered to DeGilio. Back out to the point. Slapper blocked in front. Zach took it from the point and a whistle. We'll see what the call is. I don't know exactly what happened here. I think it's another net dislodge.
Yeah, the net got dislodged there.
Yep. 2 minutes left in this first period. Nothing to score, but
some good opportunities
that was
there.
That was one of the better ones. If that shot gets through from Zach, or even if it's tipped at the front, that's a dangerous thing for anybody to stop.
Yeah, absolutely. They were hungry right there. They just couldn't fully execute, especially doesn't help when the net gets dislodged.
This one goes away as DePaul with Brass Penix has it in the center. Dump pass ahead. Too harsh off the tip of a stick. Dispossessed. Now upcoming in the middle, Ryan Burke. Burke with a lot of speed, moves around, tries to dump it off for Slavin. Slavin wasn't there fast enough. Still played to the center around the half wall. 90 seconds to play in this period, nothing. Jockeying for it in the far corner is Brandenburg. Coming away with it to the middle. Burke tries to get it alone along with Slavin. Slavin couldn't get a good shot on it. It was dispossessed quickly.
Yeah, Burke to Slavin almost had something there.
As the Hoosiers will repossess. Minute to go. You got to imagine the first line might come out pretty soon. Chambers is on the ice for the Hoosiers. They'll go with the second line as Burke fends off his man for now. He'll hold for the last 50 seconds. And now Indiana will try to start something. Moving it up far side, Chambers. Excuse me, that's Burke. He had Chambers to his left, trying to play it all the way around for Slavin. Couldn't get there fast enough, and this one flings all the way into the zone. Tipped, and Myers will chase quickly. 30 seconds to play. Puck loose. Rosenberg takes a whack up against the boards, and it's cleared for Nospelius. Nospelius finds Lee. Lee to Verlinski. Verlinski takes it over the red line. Flip to the center, and Myers will beat Verlinski to it. Grimes will start something with 10 seconds left to go. Plays one ahead. Strickland tries to get one to Chambers on the near side. And that'll be at the end of the first period. Nothing the score. A tight conference matchup here on a beautiful Friday night in Bloomington. Zach, that was closer than anything we've seen thus far this year.
Yeah, it's a bit exciting. I mean, the offense, they had some good opportunities on both ends, but I would say the winner of this period is the defense. I mean, clearly it's no one scored. So, yeah, strong efforts by the defense early on here. And honestly, not too many shots had to be blocked this far. I mean, not many have made it to the net on either side. So, yeah, strong defensive performance to start this game off. We'll see if that changes into the second.
All right, well, when we come back, we'll have a fresh sheet of ice. We'll have 40 more minutes left to play. Nothing the score between DePaul and Indiana. You're watching Indiana Hockey on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. All right, welcome back to the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. 40 minutes left to go in this game. Andrew Hillsman alongside Zach Saporito. Matthew Mason is on camera. Ben Polonsky's running tech, and you'll hear from Barbara Holsclaw at the end of the second period. Zach, an aggressive first period for both of these teams, but nothing to show for it on the scoreboard.
Yeah, absolutely. We'll kind of see if that trend continues into the second period or if a team can make some noise. I just know that I got some hot cocoa in my system, so I feel really good into this period.
I had some pregame, but the the $5 minimum to use the card, that's what got me
It's a shame.
during the first intermission. That'll be fixed in the second intermission. I'll be back with one, but there's more important things to deal with right now. Nothing. 30 seconds into this period, and both these teams putting up a real good fight. Lee's got it in the far side to start us off. Both teams switch sides. Indiana moving from left to right. DePaul going from right to left. Great uniform combo. DePaul showed up with these beautiful uniforms. Here comes Plotke. Plotke to the middle. Shot and a goal.
Taylor.
That's Josh Taylor. Opens this game up as DePaul takes a 1-0 lead early in the second period. And what a play.
Yeah, pretty impressive.
Got the pass from Plotke right in the low slot, and he put it right above Stiles' glove. It's a 1-0 hockey game.
Yeah, that was a good play by DePaul. Also, Taylor scoreless in the last series against Marquette, able to pick up a goal here this evening. Actually picks up the first goal, so we'll see how each team reacts from that. But yeah, good start into the second period for DePaul.
That's Taylor's 5th goal of the year. He hadn't scored since October 19th. And the first line right winger finds his 5th goal of this season. It's 1-0 for DePaul.
Yeah.
Hoosiers will have a face-off in their own attacking zone.
Impressive execution. We'll see if the Hoosiers can rile back up against that following that goal.
Top line out. Jeremy loses a draw as he got tied up in that face-off dot by Verlinski. Flip pass around, and now it's controlled quickly by McClure. McClure throws it in deep. Icing called off. Down low, into the center. DiLorenzo fires a shot that just goes wide right. That would have been a good opportunity to even this one up. DiLorenzo's got it far side corner. Has Bizzuto at the corner, elects not to give it to him, flips back around, he finds Jeremy. Jeremy DiLorenzo in the center, and that one's poked away. Nas Pelias moving the other way. Blocked back down, and almost a hooking call, but referee says that's not warranting of one for Brass Pennock's whistle and a dead puck.
Interesting, a little fast moving there with DiLorenzo down in the attacking end. Nothing to make out of it, though.
So it looks like it was offsides instead of a, that's why the puck was blown dead. Center face-off taken by Brandenburg. And it looks like Peterson, Zork for DePaul. Again, 1-0 for DePaul. Good stick move and down to the ground. Penalty upcoming. And Stiles will go to the bench.
Yeah, you know, Andrew, actually, I was just thinking we've yet to see a power play this game.
This will be the first one for IU.
And it has been physical, but nothing illegal or illegal.
Up the middle, Marich. Marich far side, he gives to Rock. Rock trying to loop around the net. 6-on-5, up to the center. And a whistle.
And that's going to do it for the power play.
So the power play will start. It'll be a call for tripping. I don't know exactly on who. We'll get that in just a second. And they're going to send
number 10
Louis DeGilio to the sin bin for 2 minutes for tripping. So the first power play of the day for Indiana upcoming. They're down 1-0, and this will be a perfect opportunity for them to even up the score 5-on-4. Jeremy wins the draw as DiLorenzo will quarterback it. Finds Jeremy down low. Rock gives to Jeremy. DiLorenzo at the top of the point. Fires one that's deflected in front. As Jaegers tried to put it on net, couldn't do so. Puck clears the zone. Good job by Martirano to get this one away. 1:40 left on the power play for Indiana. Drop pass for DiLorenzo. Flicked it near side to Grimes. Grimes loses possession of it, and DiLorenzo will loop back around in the center. Good penalty kill for the first 30 seconds. DePaul still has 90 seconds left to kill. Grimes tries to dump it low to Jaegers, who can't chase, and cleared all the way down. Icing is, of course, not in effect for a team on the penalty kill. So a minute left to go on the man advantage for Indiana. Good stick lift in the center by Martirano. And the Hoosiers will regroup again. DiLorenzo, the quarterback of the power play, flips back around.
Yeah, DiLorenzo leading the team on power play goals, sitting at 3 on the season so far.
Up the middle, DiLorenzo tries to get past his man, flips back around on the half wall. Trying to keep it in his Chambers. Hoosiers have to change with 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Here's Davis Jaegers, gets past his man, goes right through him instead. Big hit up against the boards. He gets shoved into the boards. Indiana still corrals. Chambers flips back, gets held a little bit, but here's Myers in the mid slot. Myers back out to the top point, goes far side, Rosenberg. Rosenberg at the half wall, trying to move in on net. Has Chambers in the middle. Chambers trying to find a pass. This one's gloved by Myers at the top. Thrown to the near side for Chambers. Chambers goes down low. Rosenberg couldn't get it, and it's cleared away. That'll be an excellent penalty kill for the Blue Demons as they're back at full strength, 5-on-5 with under 16 to play in this second period. Here's Chambers. He takes over the line, but called offsides as it looks like a penalty.
Oh, I
so
missed
a whistle
that too,
in Indiana's own defensive zone, and they're going to catch Paul McClure, 2 minutes for tripping. And after they kill the penalty, DePaul is going to go straight on a man advantage, a 5-on-4 power play. As this is a perfect opportunity for them to stretch this to a 2-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, in some essence, that was just really good defense from DePaul, not allowing the Hoosiers to really get any good opportunities there. And we'll see if they respond back with good offense as well.
Back underway,
good defense.
Cleared away quickly. Good job to get it out of the zone. And Davis Lee, the goal-scoring leader on this DePaul team, he's got 7 as a defenseman, 14 points on the year in 11 games. They'll start from their own zone. Martirano tries to loop through, flicked away, and cleared by Indiana. That's Brandenburg who got it done. Brandenburg will press. Throws to Lee near side. Pressured lightly by Chambers. And again, a good job by Indiana keeping it in DePaul's own defensive zone. Flipped ahead for Taylor. Taylor scored the opening goal, gets around his man, Byram, and again cleared. Played to the center, trying to get a pass to the middle, and net was open. But Brandenburg has to rush for it. Chambers can't get to it before Joe Ahrens. Good penalty kills thus far for Indiana.
Yeah, I was about to mention the Hoosiers defense putting up a good fight so far, keeping it away from their end.
Martirano will move over, fakes right, goes left. Loops around Byram. Byram knocks him to the floor. 40 seconds left on the power play. And the puck clears the zone. Ahrens will stay around the net. He'll receive it at his own blue line. Moving up the middle is Brass Penix. Brass Penix moves along the far side. Comes near side now. Brass Penix still below the net. Finds DeGilio. Ahrens to the top. Finds DeGilio off of a board pass. 13 seconds left on the power play for DePaul. Back out to the top. Ahrens fires a shot. Kicked away. Good save by Stiles. 7 seconds left for DePaul to get off a shot. Ahrens with DeGilio. 3 seconds left. And the puck clears the zone. 5-on-5. Back to full strength. Both teams successful on their first penalty kill, or on their first penalty kills thus far in this game. 1-0 is still the DePaul lead as Brass Penix tries to flick it onto the net. He can't do so. 13:30 to play in the second period.
Yeah, that trend of good defense from both teams continues.
Flick down and grab. Big hit. Sorry to interrupt there.
No, that was worthy. Very worthiness. Oh, yeah, no, the trend of strong defense on both teams just showed into the second period as they both fight off a power play.
Puck clearing the zone as Rock gets to it first. Tries to go to the middle, and the net gets dislodged.
Looked like he wanted a call there as well.
I don't think he's going to get one in that situation, but it's just kind of a yard sale in front of the net as Jaegers couldn't get a clean shot.
Yeah, he's going to talk to the ref there for a little bit. Figure out what happened there.
Well, they're not going to call any penalties. I think that's just a clean play. As Jaegers he just got caught up. You're allowed to be physical near the goal mouth, but at that point, you got to be careful to avoid a tripping call, and they'll do so successfully. So whistle and a face-off coming up near side. Jeremy and the top line for the Hoosiers out on the ice. Jeremy loses that draw again. He's struggled thus far tonight. Jaegers leaves it for DiLorenzo, but DePaul will control. DiLorenzo takes it away. Middle slot. Now left side face-off circle. Shot goes wide. Finds the stick of Byram at the point. Jeremy in the near side dot. And flicked out of the attacking zone. Moving quickly with some speed is Byram. Up the center, he gains the zone, trying to do it all himself. Going back and forth, good stick handling, and here comes a 2-on-3 for DePaul. Flick to the center, couldn't find Mark Torano. And DiLorenzo will corral. Up the near side with a lot of speed, he cuts towards the center. Good move to get by Plotke. Fires a shot, doesn't get anything. Jeremy puts one on net, that one got blocked away. Jaegers tries to get one, still with DiLorenzo. He can't get there first, and the puck clears the zone. The big 6'8 defenseman, Zach, fighting with Plotke down low, just in front of us. Here comes a 3-on-2. Mark Torano to the center, shot chested away by Stiles. He's faced a lot in this second period, has only allowed one. 1-0 the score, DePaul, and a scrum on the far side. Puck finally goes loose, under the feet of Taylor. Still the center out to the point, Maloney. Top players on the ice for DePaul. Zach takes a whack up to the center. Puck still controlled by Slock. He goes off the glass. Tried to find DiLorenzo. He couldn't corral it cleanly. Long pass goes stick to stick. Avoiding offside and dumping and clearing will be Slavin. Nice. And covering it up, Condi Espinosa.
Yeah.
Or Espinosa.
Yeah, good glove catch there by Espinosa. Puts it back down. It's going to be a face-off down there. I mean, yeah, we're just still seeing that. Still the continued trend. I mean, offense is getting some shots in on both ends, but still nothing to really make of it other than that DePaul goal to start the period off.
So 1-0 the score, 11:22 to play. Both teams have killed off a penalty, so 0 for 1 on the power play for both of these conference rivals. To the middle, here's Slavin. Slavin leaves it for Bauermeister, goes back to Slavin far side. Around the net, Burke. And it's cleared away by DiGilio. Pepper fights for it with Myers down behind the Indiana net. And left for Bauermeister, who goes up the near side. Good stick move, but he gets dislodged. Rushing forward is Lee. He was super close to being offsides. Gets a motion from the ref. Bauermeister moving 1-on-2, gets checked in the back and dislodged. And sliding into the boards is Burke. He gets up easily.
Yeah, he almost went straight into a player, just missed him straight into the boards.
So Indiana will reset their defense. Someone gets blocked away by the stick and shuffled away by Stiles. Myers has some trouble with it. Bauermeister didn't know it went off his skate. He gets sent straight to the ground. Here's Burke. He gets knocked off the puck. Thrown ahead for Verlinski. Verlinski dumps into the zone, tries to find Brass Penix. Brass Penix takes a big hit up against the boards by Grimes. Naspelis in the middle tries to find a shot. Won't do so. And Chambers will come away better for wear. Up the center go the Hoosiers. That's Grimes. Grimes far side. Down low for Chambers, and a shot that almost snuck through the 5-hole of Condi Espinosa, but he saved it just before he got past him.
Yeah, good ability to still not let anything get by him this game. Continuing that effort.
So taking the face-off draw at the center, or at the far side circle, is Rosenberg and Verlinski. Puck gets dropped. Verlinski wins it. DePaul's been the better face-off draw team thus far today. Backhand flip. Nearly gets past McClure. And here comes Verlinski. Verlinski to the center. Brass Penix there. But replacing him is John Zach, the tall left-handed defenseman. 9:24 to go. 1-0 is the lead for the Blue Demons, and that one gets covered up by Stiles. Maybe one out of play.
Yeah, it looks like went in the net there. Little physical
Yeah, some jawing going on between it. Looks like, I think, Myers and Nas Pelias, and they'll finally get separated. Excuse me, that was McClure and Nas Pelias. Nothing too excessive.
No, nothing too excessive. Both.
Martirano tries to throw it out to Plotke. Low on the near side for Plotke. Brass Penix awaiting at the point. Goes low for Zach. Zach knocks off his man, that's Taylor. Loops around for Chambers. Chambers loses his eyes off of it, keeps his eyes up. Under 9 minutes to play in this second period. Up across the boards, and a great pass made to Rosenberg. Offsides away. Chambers still in front of the net. And Rosenberg will have to throw it out to McClure. Keeps it in his own zone, but he held onto it too long.
Yeah, good way to stick with the puck here by Rosenberg.
Here is Rosenberg again. Had a teammate moving to the left, and Chambers will throw this one into the attacking zone. As the Hoosiers can't change at the moment. Plotke tries to get away, and instead it's Martirano moving up the far side, gets knocked off the puck by John Zach, and Chambers is there to pick it up for Indiana. Good battle along the boards as McClure gets knocked to the ice. Stick lift by Plotke, and it's DePaul's puck down low. 2-on-2. Here comes Rosenberg. Rosenberg passes, and it's blocked away. Good play by Seth Platt.
Yeah, really good play by Seth Platt, not allowing that puck to get over to, I think that was Brady Ford.
He was there.
Yeah, right in front of the net. And then, so.
A whistle. And maybe a penalty upcoming?
Yeah,
I didn't see an orange armband raised, but we'll see. There's going to be a face-off at the center circle. I don't think it's a penalty.
Yeah, no penalty.
I don't know. I don't know what the whistle was. No face-off center circle. Instead, it'll be, I think they'll say it was offsides. So yeah, face-off far side in the neutral zone. It was offsides. As DePaul comes away better for that one.
And with 7 minutes left in the second period, I want to mention that last game with the Hoosiers win, all 3 goals.
Here comes Lee. Lee shoots loose in front. Goes back out to DeGilio. Stiles tried to glove it cleanly. He couldn't do so. Here's Lee moving up the center. Lee near side. A lot of speed for the defenseman. Goes around the net. Leaves it in the middle, and it's covered up by Stiles. A little bit of extracurriculars going on there and behind the goal line. But he tried to throw it to the center for the awaiting DeGilio and couldn't do so.
Yeah, Lee and DeGilio had something going there twice. Both times they looked good. Couldn't fully execute, though. But as I was speaking of last game, the Hoosiers got all 3 of their goals in the second period. So we'll see if they follow any sort of that trend or if they stay quiet to the end of the period.
Lee fires a shot through traffic in the slot. Big hit up against the boards near side. These teams are only getting more physical. Here comes a 2-on-1 up the middle. Rock shoots. Good save by Espinosa. And Rock takes a big hit against the boards. Jaegers keeps it in the zone. Moves to the low slot. That one's blockered away. Glove down and caught by Byram. And Maloney will send this one into the other zone. Flipped away. Here comes Jaegers alone in front. Blocked away by Condi Espinosa. Still in the center. Jaegers diving to the ground. Puck still loose. No whistle yet. It's still out in front, and finally we get a whistle.
Yeah, you see now the Hoosiers are picking up on their shots on the net.
It's like the goalie's either blocker. I think his blocker got knocked off, and he's shaking his hand around. He probably got whacked with a skate or a stick or something. Puts his blocker back on, but that one can't be comfortable.
No, definitely not. The hand, puck to the hand is definitely not.
I don't know if it was pleasant. A puck or maybe a stick just errantly.
Both would not be.
Probably was both, to be honest. So 1-0 lead for DePaul. Jeremy loses the face-off again, but he almost regains possession of it, fighting with lead down low. DiLorenzo's still there. He's always a threat to score if he can have it alone in front. Nospelius left alone. Gains the zone to the center. Drop pass broken up by Jeremy. And in front, lob pass. DiLorenzo has it alone in the near side face-off circle. Shot goes wide. Jaegers tries to throw it into DiLorenzo. And it's quickly covered up by Condi Espinosa. He's not having any of that.
Yeah, and we're seeing it into the end of the second period. They're getting more aggressive with their shots. They're getting more shots on Espinosa. But the Hoosiers just can't capitalize. I think part of that is they're not getting great angles. Not too many good passes into shots. I mean, a lot of just been straight shots that go straight into Espinosa's blocker or glove. So if they want to capitalize, they're going to have to get some better angles on the net as we close out the second period. Speaking of the net, looks like referee's trying to get that back in place. Maybe he's having a bit of trouble. There we go. We got the net in place.
Bauermeister will be the man to take it. The face-off against Martirano. He does well to win it. Grimes in front. Good shot put on and straight into the chest of Condi Espinosa.
Again, definitely racking up the shots here as we get later into this period.
So Bauermeister out there again to take another draw. He loses this one. Taylor moving up ahead with a 3-on-2. Here's Brass Penix. Cross pass in front. It's, blocked away quickly. It was loose in front of the goal mouth for a while, but Indiana did well to get it away.
I don't know what pushed that away, but it got away from the net. That was impressive.
So still 1-0 for DePaul. Thrown low for Taylor. Taylor receives a big hit from Bauermeister.
Hoosiers going to want to play a little extra careful just after that. They almost got a 2-0 deficit.
Myers advances this one for Bauermeister. Bauermeister gains his own into the slot. That shot gets blocked by Brass Penix in front. Still corralled to the center. In for Slavin. Slavin tries to find Bauermeister. Won't do so. Burke for Slavin. Slavin leaves it out for McClure. Tipped in front of the net. It's open. Nobody can get a stick blade on it. Burke throws it out to the point. Pizzuto throws one on net. It's covered and frozen by Condi Espinosa.
Yeah, he's covering everything. He's like a brick wall so far.
He's been good. Hasn't had a shutout this year. He's played 9 games. Makes 27 saves a game. Allows 4 goals, just over 4 goals per game. Has a 3-5-0 record on the year.
Yes, so
does the sophomore from Chicago.
Against his season, he's having a good game this far.
Another face-off loss for Indiana. As Lee will control, finds Nospelius. Nospelius gains the neutral zone and it's dumped in. Offsides would have been called if DePaul touched the puck, so they had to clear. 4 minutes to play in the second period. Rosenberg collects. And good sticked away. Backed out for Strickland. Strickland narrowly avoids being knocked to ground. Hoosiers have to get on the back check. Pizzuto slaps it to the center. Rosenberg narrowly avoids getting control of that one. Kicked by Chambers. Chambers working on Maloney to the center. Hoosiers still have it with Strickland. Strickland loops behind the DePaul cage and throws it. And goes low. And he gets knocked straight to the ground, and not happy about this one is Ryan Pizzuto.
Right in
and
front
tempers flaring in front of the Indiana bench.
Yeah, right in front of the bench. What a spot for that to happen.
Still going after. It looked like it was Nick Brass Penix who delivered an after the whistle hit. I think Paul McClure, who was the one who took it, or it was either McClure or Strickland, but that was definitely a late hit.
Yeah, I think McClure took that first hit.
The referees are going to confer on what happened.
A few different players were trying to get involved in those extracurriculars there.
They'll say let them play. Yeah. Maybe a little bit of a warning as they need to get a new puck, but
definitely some building tension.
It's a 1-0 game. It's a 1-goal game. You're always bound to have some tensions boiling over.
I mean, and it's certainly been physical all game.
As both guys get kicked out of the face-off circle.
The bouncy puck right there.
Yeah, an awkward face-off, but
Yeah.
Lee corrals it after the scrub. Chambers low. Up front for Rosenberg. He slips, goes to the ice. Low back check, and Brass Penix kept in the zone by Pizzuto, and now gloved down. Nospelius can't control, gloved and covered up by Jack Stiles.
Oh, some more.
Some jawing, that's for sure. Nospelius has been involved in this, and the referees are going to tell him to chill it out before he collects himself a minor penalty. And Nospelius hasn't been in the box too often this year, only 8 minutes of penalties on the year.
Yeah, he just kept speaking over to McClure and Pizzuto as they were all skating off to the bench.
Hoosiers win the draw on their own defensive zone, as moving up ahead is Ford. Ford narrowly avoids a pass, whistle for offsides. So have a neutral zone face-off. Hoosiers trailing in this one. Coming into this game with a 4-6-2 record. DePaul 6-6 on the year. First of two games, there'll be another matchup between these two teams at 3:45 p.m. tomorrow. That'll be streamed live here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network, so you'll have more hockey for your enjoyment tomorrow. Got hockey and football and a lot of Indiana sports happening on the same day. Put them up on the same TV, why don't you?
Yeah, just don't forget the hockey.
That's right. That's the most important part.
Yep.
We all love the Kurt Cignetti Hoosiers, but this is the bigger thing, I would wager. I'm just kidding. It's all equally important.
The outcome's known for Kurt, though.
That's right.
We know what Kurt does.
Liam Pepper carries this one over, drops it off for DeGilio. And the Blue Demons will dump and change. Thrown ahead. And good physical play by IU. 2 minutes left to go in this second period. Had that goal in the first 2 minutes that was scored by Josh Taylor and nothing since. It was a scoreless first period. Here's Brass Penix alone in front. Shot, and it's saved by Stiles. Shot it straight into his chest.
Good way to not let that one get by him. Again, I mean, right now, any goal is really crucial at this moment as we get close to the third period. Whoever can go in with the lead, obviously, is going to feel good. You just definitely don't want to have a two-goal deficit going into the third period.
Jeremy pokes this one out, but no teammate was there to get it. It's Plotke instead. Brass Penix chops this one away. Moving now is Jaegers. Jaegers in front, looked for a aerial pass to DiLorenzo, and I don't know if it was, I think the net got dislodged again.
Yeah, that net over there has been getting.
It's been having some troubles, that's for sure.
Certainly.
Can't seem to stay put.
Certainly.
So first line face-off for Jeremy and co. with Jaegers as the left wing and DiLorenzo as the right wing. But it's won quickly and taken over the middle by Plotke. Here comes Taylor. He already has a goal in this game. He gets knocked off the puck, thrown to the center, and bumped away. Jeremy moves ahead. Backhand pass to Jaegers. Jaegers gets by, tries to cut to the middle. Inlet pass to the slot. Nobody was there, and Myers takes it out. Moves this one to Jaegers in front of the post. Flipped around, and it takes an awkward bounce along the boards. Down low, out to the point for Grimes. He fires a shot, tipped up and gloved by Taylor. Jeremy still to the center. Jaegers trying to get a backhand on it. That's sticked away, still loose in front.
Yeah, unfortunate for him that just went kind of straight to the sky.
35 seconds to play. Stiles will knock this one down out of the air for Grimes, and Hoosiers need to get fresh legs. They won't be able to do it for a little bit. DiLorenzo's still out there. I imagine he'll change pretty quick. Pressuring quickly is Plotke. And up coming the middle. Here's Slavin alone in the center. That one got poked away and done well to play good defense by, looked like it was Platt. 7 seconds to go. Here comes a breakaway. Martirano trying to get an end of period shot. He won't be able to do it. So a goal early in the second period gives DePaul a 1-0 lead. 20 minutes to play while the fresh sheet of ice on the other side of this break. You're watching Indiana hockey on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network.
Hello, oh my God, okay. Hello, hockey fans, and welcome to your halftime check-in. 2 words, physical and aggressive. You would think IU's real rival is DePaul and not Purdue. Starting off, DePaul's number 35 Airons took quite the fall within the first 3 minutes, but both teams put up some great defense and offense within the first period, ending with a score of 0-0. By the second period started, DePaul scored within the first 50 seconds of the game. 7 minutes in, a major goalie crash, and not even seconds afterwards, Indiana's number 14 Rosenberg quite literally got some airtime after dodging over DePaul. With 7 minutes left, DePaul tried to shoot twice, but IU's goalie Jack Stiles made sure to block any chance DePaul got. In the 17th minute, DePaul and Indiana had their first major fight breakout, and now we are officially at halftime with DePaul leading 1-0.
All right, we got 20 minutes left to go here from Frank Southern Ice Arena in Bloomington, Indiana. Happy to have you all with us here on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Andrew Hillsman, Zach Saporito. We're going to take you the rest of the way. Indiana trails by 1 goal. They let up an early one in the second period, and they haven't been able to get anything past Diego Condi Espinosa, who's searching for his first shutout of the season.
Yeah, this is going to allow for a pretty entertaining third period. Very tight game so far, physical game. As we saw last period, a little bit picked up in the aggression from both sides. I still think the Hoosiers are getting a lot of close shots. They're just not getting those angles right. Every time they are about to execute a good pass to get a good angle, there's always a defender in their way that is successfully hindering their ability to complete something like that.
All right, 20 minutes left to go as we are underway. DePaul wins the opening face-off of this third period as it slides on away. Chambers has got it. Far side, gloved down by Martirano. Myers will control. As Indiana moving slowly thus far. 3-on-2. Here comes Rosenberg. Fires a shot, goes high over the crossbar. And moving the other way now is Taylor, already with a goal in this game. Drops it off for Plotke. And back and forth we go. Here's Pizzuto, the defenseman, tries to find his teammate. On the near side, that's Luke Strickland. He won't come away with it. Jeremy fires one all the way down. Icing called. We'll have a face-off on the other side.
Already some movement all the way around the rink to start the third period. Got to give some credit to Styles. I mean, even though he did give up that 1 goal at the beginning of the second period, it's been real stable afterwards, able to pick back up where he left off.
Top line on the ice. Here's DiLorenzo, fires a shot, goes left. Pizzuto throws it low for Jaegers to the middle. DiLorenzo, he gets knocked off and knocked to the ice.
Stick
moving the other way. Yeah, he's got a little yard sale there going on. Lee takes it over the ice, or takes it over the blue line. Jeremy throws it to Jaegers, and it's thrown now to DiLorenzo. He claps it off of his stick. Here they come. 2-on-3. DiLorenzo in the slot. That one gets blocked before it gets to the goal crease. Jeremy moving the other way. Throws to DiLorenzo. He's got Jaegers in the middle, and it's flipped away, gloved, and barely loses the zone, does Indiana. Clapped away, upcoming the middle. Here's Verlinski. Verlinski tries to fire a shot. Puck saved, a rebound, and controlled by the Hoosiers. And flipped up into the sky and dropped back down for Brass Penix. Brass Penix clears this one to the far side. He goes south to north. Brass Penix narrowly pokes this one away from Pizzuto. They're fighting for it down low. Whoa, big hit there from Paul McClure. And even more physicality as this is a 1-goal game in the last frame of play.
Yeah, definitely no letting up into this period. No way.
1-on-2, got to fire a shot on, goes way wide, didn't even find close to the net, did Brandenburg's attempt on goal. He'll circle around with Rock. Rock finds Brandenburg, but gets stick lifted quickly by Nas Pelias. 2.5 minutes elapsed in this third period. Big hit there on the far side, the half wall. Hoosiers D-man, there's a loose stick on the far side at center ice. Flip to the center. Brandenburg loses possession. Ford goes down to the ground along with Byram. He's going to throw it far side, and that one's almost dispossessed. They work around the loose stick to the center. Here's Rock. Rock goes near side to Brandenburg. He couldn't get a good pass to his tape. 17 minutes to go in in the third period. Scrum for it down low, goes out to the left point. Good reverse hit. Puck kept in the zone. Up the middle, Byram. Puck loose in the center. Nobody's there to shoot it for Indiana.
Yeah, the idea was there. Ford was right there. Just got hindered by a defender.
Still thrown in. And now finally dislodged. Here's Pepper. Pepper's pass to the corner board is blocked, and Bauermeister will move things away. 2-on-3 for Bauermeister. He's got a teammate just to his left. Goes down low, shoots, goes off the goalie's cage and up into the American flag for a stoppage. Hit right off the side of Condi Espinosa's helmet, and that's why you wear a helmet.
Sure
Thank
is.
goodness this wasn't 50 years ago.
That would be bad.
So Bauermeister and Martirano will be the ones who will contest the faceoff on the near side dot.
Indiana applying a lot of pressure here early in the period.
Bauermeister wins it. He's been pretty successful on draws thus far today. Slavin. That one gets batted down at the middle of the ice by Plotke and has to loop around as Grimes. Grimes will play off the wall. Myers. Myers goes to Slavin, and he's going to kick this one into the bottom of the zone. This one goes far side back out to Myers. Myers tries to throw one on, it gets blocked away, and he'll corral it in the center. Indiana will take a look back in the center. 15:50 to go in this third period as Bauermeister will race for this one. Rush for it near side. Slavin's trying to get for it. Sticks go up into the air. Goes far side now for Chris Lee. Thrown to Plotke. He throws one on net. It goes too far wide left. And the Hoosiers will corral. Bauermeister tries to play a head pass to Ray Myers, and Slavin is there as well. Up the middle, here's Brass Pennock. Brass Pennock tries to get one on net. He can't do so. Still corralled. Well done to keep it in the zone by Brass Pennock, and now finally flipped away. Nick Brass Pennock clears this one in. DePaul will dump and chase. A little bit of a break. That one goes clearly off of Rosenberg's stick. Up the middle. Here's Chambers. Chambers has to loop back around. He's got Zach to his left. Throws one on net. Almost deflected by Rosenberg. Loose in front of the net. And still controlled by Strickland. Down low for Rosenberg. Still corralled. Rosenberg gets it to Chambers. Chambers wanted to get it to Zach, and it's going to go through the half wall first. Big hit for Brass Pennock. Thrown on net, and it's on the back of the net. Whistle and a stoppage of play.
Yeah, a bit of trouble, I think, from just both teams able to really control the puck right now. Whether that's because they're both really aggressive or just, the defense is just really strong all game. Each team, when they're getting an opportunity, they just can't really control that puck and make a play happen.
And Rosenberg loses the draw to his counterpart, Verlinski. Zach, a shot from the point, was a low wrister. Chambers loops around. Here's Andrew Chambers. Changes his mind, goes to Rosenberg. A rolling puck, finally batted down to the ice. 14 minutes to play. Cross ice pass kept in the zone. Shot to the middle. Rebound couldn't be corralled by Indiana. Chambers still there. Slavin alongside. Rosenberg's out to the left, along with Strickland. Chambers gets pinned up against the boards. Hoosiers still trailing this one. Strickland and Rosenberg down deep for it. Rosenberg trying to get it removed from the possession of Seth Platt. He'll do so. And it's thrown back out. Moving the other way are the Blue Demons. Brass Pennock manages to corral it. He throws it towards the net. Won't find the goal cage. Quick pass. Finds Rosenberg. It was meant for Zach. Rosenberg up the middle. Good deke. Tried to get alone. Good save by Conde Espinosa. But what a stick handling move by Ben Rosenberg to get in front of the net alone.
I think that was the best approach we've seen from the Hoosiers this game. I mean, Rosenberg looked really good stick handling up into the net, and then just that shot just couldn't get through the brick wall. Espinosa
still in the hunt for his first shutout of the year. This one's going to slide out to Ryko Maric. Maric will lose possession after a good hit from Martirano. Finds Martirano's tape, 2-on-2, up to the center. Shot, kicked away, rebound, goes wide right.
There's a hole in the right part of that net there. Martirano couldn't.
DiLorenzo, sorry to interrupt, throws this one to Jeremy. Jeremy down low. Cross pass, nobody was there. It went to the stick of Brass Pennock instead. Flipped away, Taylor going down to the ice is Maric. 12:35 to go in this game. 1-0 the score for the Blue Demons in favor of the away team. Another game between these two teams will be played tomorrow afternoon. But these conference matchups, huge hit near side between DiLorenzo and Plotke. To the center, shot taken Back out to the point. Myers shoots. It goes wide right. And it goes again out to the side. Scrumming from the net. And finally cleared away by Taylor. One of those almost got on net. Big check to the center. DePaul wants a penalty. They won't get one. DiLorenzo down low. Has a teammate in the center. Penalty up in the middle. Maloney's probably going to get called for this one. Siles goes to the bench. Here's Myers at the point. Throws one on net. And covered. A Hoosier power play upcoming as Josh Maloney got called for a penalty.
Yeah, that got real exciting there. Just that last minute. I also saw Jaeger sliding into the net there. I think that was maybe a result just there by the end. A lot of skaters on the ground during these last few minutes, but also a lot of action. I mean, that all kicked off with that good attempt from Rosenberg. Definitely fed into some momentum for the Hoosiers.
It almost feels like at this point the Hoosiers have to score on this power play. They haven't gotten anything to go their way until the last couple minutes of this period.
Absolutely. I mean, they've been shooting. They've been shooting a lot. They've had possession, but there hasn't been that sign of life that's going to prop them to, kind of get some leverage in this game.
Puck cleared into the defensive zone. Good job by Andrew Nospelius. And stopping up. 11.5 minutes to play. As moving ahead is Carter Grimes. Grimes tries to get it out to Jaegers, and Jaegers couldn't clear it. Thrown around the net by Stiles. Tripping again. This is going to be a 5-on-3 for the Hoosiers. This is the best chance they'll have all day.
Yep.
As Nospelius is going to go to the box for 2 minutes for tripping.
You said they need to capitalize off that power play. Well, now they're really going to need to capitalize if they want to show anything into the end of this game. I mean, just over 10 minutes left, and the Hoosiers are definitely looking to make something happen on the 5-on-3.
Minute and a half on a 5-on-3. The top line is out on the ice. Jaegers, Jeremy, and DiLorenzo, those top three forwards on the power play.
Yep, and you got some guys that love power plays. I mean, you got Slavin, Rosenberg, Rock.
Back to the front. Here's Grimes. Throws it to DiLorenzo, far side circle. Jeremy at the top, the quarterback of the power play. DiLorenzo wants to get a shot off, won't do it. Clapper from the point goes wide right. Still controlled by the Hoosiers. Jake Rock down low. Rock rushes for it, goes back out to Jeremy, and he'll keep it in the zone. Minute left on the 5-on-3. To Jeremy. Top of the slot. Down low, DiLorenzo. Rock loops around. Good defense thus far by DePaul. Still flipped along the far side half wall. Played out to Jeremy. Jeremy gets this one poked away. Rock keeps it in the zone. Throws it down to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo fakes going south. Puts a shot on. Goes wide. Good save. Carter Grimes.
DePaul playing this well so far.
Here's Jeremy. Jeremy at the top of the middle point. Slot shot. Blocked in front. Goes back out to Grimes. Grimes, cross-ice pass. Shot. Glove save by Condi Espinosa.
Oh, Espinosa, I mean, he's doing everything right now. I mean, 5-on-3, and he's still a wall in front of that net. Not allowing the Hoosiers to get any momentum even off of the 5-on-3. I mean, the DePaul's defense has been pretty immaculate this whole night, and even the three defenders, three on the ice, they're still showing that.
Keeping it in the zone. Here's Myers. Myers from the low slot. Shot that goes wide right and was blocked harshly. Rosenberg keeps it in.
Just 10 seconds.
10 seconds, that's right. 10 minutes left in this game. To the front. Chambers is there. Shot. Score! It's 1-1 on a one-time shot from Luke Slavin. It's a tie hockey game, 1-1. Slavin converts on the power play on a beautiful slap shot that went bar down.
Yeah, Luke Slavin with an excellent shot and an excellent goal. Picks up his 7th goal of the season. And
what a time to do it. With 10 minutes left in the game, it's 1-1. And still on the power play for the next 40 seconds are the Hoosiers. It's a 5-on-4 as one was cleared away.
And that was what the Hoosiers needed. I mean, they needed that.
And a whistle.
And
a call. I don't think it's a penalty, but some call that blows the puck dead. But wow, what a shot from Luke Slavin, the junior. Had a hat trick versus Indiana Tech. He didn't score on the road trip in Kentucky. What a way to make a difference on the 5-on-3. A beautiful clapper that went bar down.
Yeah, I mean that was, you know what? How many seconds were there left in that 5-on-3? Maybe
2.
Yeah, it was
late in it.
They needed that.
Jaegers tries to throw one on the net, but he instead threw it into the net. And 24 seconds left on this power play for IU.
It's going to be Slavin's third power play goal in the season,
Oof.
tying him for the top of the team with DiLorenzo and
He's
Rock.
been really effective. Face-off, draw controlled by Jeremy. Shot played and kicked away. Jaegers throws to Grimes. Top line back out there for the Hoosiers. Jeremy, near side, entering the face-off circle. Loops back around, 10 seconds on the power play, back out to the point, Grimes. Grimes goes low, that one's intercepted by Chris Lee. 2-on-2, moving up. Chris Lee shoots, blockered away by Stiles. And an even strength, 5-on-5 hockey for presumably the next 9 minutes. Here's DiLorenzo, shot blocked in front before it got to the goal mouth. Jeremy down low. DiLorenzo in front of the net, puts one ahead. Jeremy's still there, corrals it, trying to deflect it in the middle. Puck still loose behind the net. DiLorenzo still controls. Grimes wants it at the top of the point, that's in! The Hoosiers take the lead, it's 2-1.
Jaegers picks up a goal, assisted from...
I think it was DiLorenzo who just fed him right in front of the goal mouth, and what a goal.
What a way to come from behind.
Davis Jaegers, his 4th of the year, and in just like that, converting off of a tired Blue Demons team, it's 2-1 in favor of the home Hoosiers.
Yeah, I mean, that was impressive. I believe, again, that was DiLorenzo from behind the net. It looked like he just fed him a perfect pass, and there was just a perfect hole. I mean, I think they were struggling with finding these the plays and the angles on the net this whole night, and they just found it right there. That's going to give them the 2-1 lead.
Well, when you keep your opponent on the ice for that long during their penalty kill, and you keep it in their zone, you keep the pressure up, good things are going to happen.
Absolutely.
DiLorenzo trying to make the difference again. It's 2-1 in the blink of an eye. If you stopped watching to go get some food or a snack or something, you might have missed it. But it's 2-1 Hoosiers.
Yeah, what an exciting third period this far.
Here's Zach, down low. Brass Penix tries to go far side. He'll find his brother Michael. Clapper from the point, blocked in front and trying to get an outlet pass. DiLorenzo was there, tried to cherry pick it, wouldn't be able to do so. Aarons dumps. And DePaul wants to change lines. They're going to have to do it quickly as it's thrown in to the center of the zone.
Yep.
Slips out to Strickland. Strickland goes to the ice. Referee says no trip.
And just now you're seeing the puck getting a bit more down into Indiana's zone.
Good kick pad. What a hit by John Zach on Nick Brass Penix. It's tough to go up against a guy who's 6'8".
Yeah, he looks like he's a bit uncomfortable.
He got shaken up a little bit, but that was
hit.
a big hit up against the boards as Brass Penix will limp off the ice.
I don't think many people can take a hit from such
sure
a
can't.
giant like that.
Oh, look for Rosenberg near side. And the Hoosiers will relax a little bit in their own defensive zone.
Yeah, and you still have to credit the defense all around here. I mean, even though the offense has just been explosive last few minutes, still preventing DePaul from really responding to that momentum that the Hoosiers just had.
Hoosiers just trying to play pepper in their own defensive zone. They now try to advance it. Icing gets called off. Controlled to the middle. Chambers leaves for Marich. Marich down low. Tried in the middle for, I think it was Strickland. And a whistle.
Looked like it might have went.
I think it might have gotten covered up. I don't know for sure. Maybe the neck got dislodged or the goalie was getting whacked. He's still sitting on the ice. Seems to be all right, which is good. But man, Condi Espinosa was on his way towards a shutout, and already 2 goals in quick succession. 7 minutes to go in this game in the third period.
Yeah.
Armeister wins the draw, up in the middle, good save, but still a rebound. Condi Espinosa comes up clutch there and keeps this a 1-goal game.
I mean, an unfortunate way for a shutout to go out with a 5-on-3 goal, but Still part of the job.
Thrown ahead, Bauermeister. He's got Burke to his left. He elects to do it himself. Now gives to Burke. Burke loops around, has Myers at the point, elects to give it to him. Myers, left side point. Goes point to point. Grimes has trouble with the pass. Now down low for Bauermeister. And moving the other way is Chris Lee. Lee, an excellent stick handler. He slices through the Hoosiers defense like hot butter. Nobody's there. Finally cleared away and down to the ice. Referee says no tripping as Bauermeister tried to sell it a little bit. It looks like he went down naturally. No tripping was called. Ahrens throws this one into the zone. And physical play on the far side. Bauermeister comes to join it along with Luke Slavin. Gets put out to Myers. Myers finds Burke. Burke over the line. He throws it in. Tries to get around Brass Penix. 5 minutes, 40 seconds, and Brass Penix puts him on the ice. Big returning hit from the Hoosiers near side. Here's Plotke. Plotke shoots. Rebound still in front of the net. And flipped away. Brass Penix can't keep it in the zone. Offsides called on DePaul.
Yeah, I mean, definitely a bit frustrating for DePaul. See what they can do. They can respond. I mean, you haven't seen anything too sharp of a response to what Indiana just put up just yet. But the game's not over. You still got 5 minutes, 20 seconds on the clock. And DePaul is definitely not going to just give up on what has been a strong game.
They've played well up until those penalty kill struggles. Rock, far side, moving the other way. Here comes Chris Lee. Loses the puck, and Hoosiers have to dump it in. Lee again. Finds his teammate Brass Penix. Up to Berlinski. Moving away, and Pizzuto has to throw it long side. So controlled. Jake Rock throws one on net. That's gloved and batted down by Condi Espinosa. Out to the front. Here's Rock. Shoots. Blocked away.
Rock, 2 nice shots just from up the middle. Nothing to make out of it, though.
Puck slides along and goes out to Nospelius. Whistle. And a stoppage, as I think it went out of play. Yep.
And still some credit to Styles. I mean, he's honestly has had quite a good game in net, considering even though he's let up the first goal.
We'll change our battery real quick on our camera. That's why the screen's gone black, but hopefully you can still hear us. Battery will come back online. 4:23 to go in this game. 2-1 is the score in favor of Indiana. And there's our camera feed. Welcome back. Got to get our batteries changed out. Good job by Matthew Mason to be aware of that one. We thank him for his wonderful camera work today.
Absolutely, and a lot of battery monitoring,
Absolutely,
too.
Yeah, he's been doing a good job.
How many batteries?
Thanks, Matthew. We're on our 4th, but thank goodness, if this game goes to overtime, we may have some trouble. But
He'll be radio.
Right now, as it stands, I think our batteries are going to survive. And as it stands at the moment, the Hoosiers up 1 goal with 4 minutes to play.
And with that strong defense, it's likely we won't see an overtime. But
well,
you don't know.
You never know.
You don't know, especially as the
DePaul. They've struggled, but at the start of the second period, if they can rekindle that, they're a dangerous offense. Thrown for DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo has Jaegers just to his left. DiLorenzo fires a shot that's kicked away. Under 4 minutes to play. Around his own net. Kept in by McClure. Excuse me, by Grimes. Behind the net again for Jeremy. The righty shooter tried to find Jaegers. Couldn't do so.
I'm a big fan of the behind the net action. You know, every time it gets back there, I always hope in my head that we might see an attempt at a Michigan. But unfortunately not.
Well, it's a low percentage shot, but it's cool when it happens.
It's real cool when it happens. I mean, even an attempt. But
Brass Penix gains the zone, but Jaegers does a good job to take the puck away.
Maybe we save those for the games against Michigan.
You know, maybe.
Got to use their own trick on them.
Yep. Well, it's called them. I don't know why it's called the Michigan. It was originally Andrei Svechnikov who did it first in the NHL, but I think it was. I'll have to look up the story and we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah. I thought there was some linkage.
There definitely has to be. I just don't remember what it is off the top of my head. Plotke's got it. He throws to Chris Lee. Lee gains the zone. Tries to fire one to the back of the net. Thrown on net, deflected in front by Taylor. Still down low for Lee and Plotke. Taylor's there. Top line on the ice for DePaul. Pass gets thrown on net, intercepted quickly. Here comes Pizzuto up the middle. Gains his own cleanly. Drop pass, Jeremy gets cross-checked in the back. 2.5 minutes to go. Still back around. Having some trouble with it is Luke Strickland. But it's kept in by Pizzuto. Nice pass to Rosenberg. He couldn't field it cleanly. Strickland's still there. Up the middle, Rosenberg alone in the slot. Shot and a rebound, but a good save by Condi Espinosa. 2 minutes to play. DePaul has to think about pulling their goalie in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
as they're down 1, under 2 to play in this game. Puck is thrown behind the net, and some fresh legs will come on for Indiana. Hustling up the center, and icing will be called. And that's crucial. They can't substitute until a little bit. They can't get fresh legs on the ice at the moment because of the icing. So a minute and 45 seconds to play in this game. Indiana leads 2-1.
Yeah, I'll be interested. I mean, I bet they do go ahead and they will pull the goal.
I think in the next couple of probably 30 seconds, as soon as you get it into the neutral zone and preferably into your attacking zone, you got to get the goalie on the bench to get the extra attacker out.
Yeah, and it's just a bit tough. I mean, Indiana, I mean, they got excellent offense tonight and as well as defense. I mean, if they get that puck across the red line, which they probably could.
Brandenburg wins the draw.
Even on a 5-on-6.
Throws to Grimes down low. Here's Ryan Burke. Burke along the half wall loses possession of it. And Chris Lee has to be careful. This one is thrown away. And we'll see what they decide to do.
Yeah,
Indiana still got it, so you can't pull the goalie at the moment. Kept in front. Here comes Burke, and he's dislodged quickly. 1:20 left to go. Can't get the goalie out. Good save. Flashes the leather, does Condi Espinosa. So 75 seconds left and another face-off in the defensive zone for DePaul. They haven't been able to get their goalie off the ice.
Yeah, it's
and a timeout called. Talk some strategy, and head coach Sean Hammond's going to go over what he wants to do with his team. And, you know, you got to imagine at this point, head coach Mark Deitch has just got to be, you know, completely park the bus mode right here. You win this face-off and you keep it in your zone as long as possible.
Yeah, I mean, they've been playing good defense, and they just got to keep that up. If it does end up becoming a 6-on-5, just keep on doing what Indiana's doing. I mean, they've done a fine job this evening. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the Blue Demons haven't really been able to capitalize on offense really ever since that one goal in the beginning of that second period. There haven't been too many good looks or good opportunities, so be interested to see how they approach this.
Well, I mean, Styles has been unbelievable today.
Yeah,
he's only let up the one goal, and for a guy who allows almost 5.5 goals a game, he's had a heck of a game. Played some really tough opponents, did these Hoosiers earlier in the year, and now as they get into conference play, they're finding their stride at just the right time.
Yeah, he's definitely having a bit of a standout game today. Oh,
all right.
All credit to him. I mean, good game so far.
75 seconds left. DePaul's got to corral it so they can pull their goaltender. Thrown ahead, and here comes Condi Espinosa. Extra attacker out, and this one gets whistled dead. Net is empty, and DePaul will get a 6th attacker on the ice.
Yep, so DePaul's going to be doing all they can to apply pressure and see if they can capitalize. But again, I mean, they got to be careful and just make sure this game doesn't run away from them. Yeah, there is only 1 minute left, but still, the game could run away really quick.
They got their top line on the ice. Martirano has some trouble with the face-off as Plotke shoves his man to the ice. Ahrens is there as well. Thrown across the ice. Clapper from the point, it's blocked. Good physical play by the Hoosiers. Trying to clear it away to the center. Taylor's not there. 45 seconds to play. Thrown ahead. Still controlled by Taylor. Taylor gains the zone offsides. Called to DePaul. And even in the neutral zone, you got to keep the goalie on the bench.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, 40 seconds left.
Do or die right now. Martirano will face off against Chambers. Chambers wins it for the Hoosiers. Thrown into the attacking zone, it misses the net. Icing gets called. And the Hoosiers will get a little bit of a rest. That net's still empty on the left side of the rink here at Frank Southern Arena. 1-goal game. 33 seconds to go.
If DePaul wants something, they're going to do it now.
Under 30 to go. Shot that gets thrown away by Martirano. Plotke down low. Martirano's still there. Hoosiers want to clear it if they can. Thrown ahead for Rosenberg to try and put it away. Passes to the center. Jake Rock's there, and that'll do it. The Hoosiers score an empty net goal. It's a 2-goal game with 14 seconds to go. Jake Rock nets this one, an empty netter for his 6th of the year. And the Hoosiers are going to win this one. They take the first of 2 games this weekend, or at least they will take the first of 2 games this weekend against the DePaul Blue Demons.
Yeah, Rosenberg to Rock. Nice way to really close out this game, and what was a really good third period for the Hoosiers.
Face off away as Kulikowski is just going to go through the motions, and DePaul will just control in their own defensive zone. 3 seconds left on this one. Indiana wins 3-1 off of 2 excellent power play goals here in the third period. That swung the game in their favor after DePaul opened up the game. It was a scoreless first period. DePaul opened it up early in the second, and the Hoosiers clawed back a gritty victory for the hometown Indiana squad.
It was a good game by both ends. Good defense really throughout the game. It was the third period when it broke open for Indiana, as I just mentioned. I mean, yeah, split series from both teams last, so the Hoosiers are definitely going to look to capitalize and take a sweep. That'd be good for them. So they're definitely going to be coming in hot and hungry tomorrow.
All right, Zach, it's been fun. But for Matthew Mason, Barbara Holsclaw, Zach Saporito, Ben Polonsky on tech, running graphics for today, I'm Andrew Hillsman saying so long. We'll see you tomorrow at 3:45 for a puck drop against this same opponent, the DePaul Blue Demon Deacons. Final score tonight, Hoosiers 3, DePaul 1. Signing off on the Indiana Hockey Broadcast Network. Good night, everybody.
Have a good night.